Hey there, it's me, your boy, Anime Protag. So as a quest to watch popular old-ass anime and shit on them, I came across... I'd never seen it before and it had good reviews that I completely disagree with, so I decided it was a good idea to use it as my punching bag. But my therapist says that I lash out like this because I have low self-confidence, and I'm not your therapist, I'm your wife. You should seek professional help. The year is 1988, International Guinea Pig Appreciation Day, Tokyo. Home to K-pop, waifus, Swedish cheese, and an active nuclear warhead. Oh fuck, I stand corrected. The year is 2019, 31 years after World War III. Wasn't aware that they released a third installment. Who the fuck greenlit a trilogy? We observed the crater that your mother created when she tripped over a concrete slab with 1mm gap in elevation. Send her my thoughts and prayers. An individual is seen walking down Crack Alley and snuffs out the life of a lit cancer stick on a welcome mat, in view of an inspirational quote by Gandhi. How enlightening. Johnny Bravo enters the bar looking sly as hell as a woman is being actively assaulted. He looks over and tells himself that this isn't his problem and orders himself a glass of water on the rocks.
Give me some. 3 peanuts.
3 peanuts? In this economy? This guy's fucking nuts! A new challenger aggressively opens the door, and Johnny Bravo acts out a scene from my favourite hentai. Edgy Wedgie struts over to the boy wearing drug paraphernalia that I'll from now on be referring to him as Crystal Methany, and tells him that the insane clown posse is in town. They proceed to leave so they may rub down some clown snatchers and insult Baldy McNosehair on the way out.
How about buying something for once?
Yeah, right. Drink your dog piss?
What's wrong with dog piss? We're introduced to the 5th character in the last 30 seconds. He's trying to work out what the fuck a motorbike is.
200 horses at 12,000 RPM.
200 horsepower? That's cute. For a series based in a utopian future, you would think that engineering science would have improved and not crashed and burned. Thing 1 and Thing 2 roll up on Speed Racer, asks if he wants to ride it, and proceeds to tell him that he wouldn't be able to handle 200 horsepower.
It's too wild, you couldn't handle it.
First off, why ask? Secondly, it's slower than a 2006 Honda Civic, a glorified go-kart.
I don't see how you can ride something crazy like that, man. I could.
And so could a middle-aged mother of 5.
If you want it so bad, then steal one yourself.
Bet. Team Rocket peel out and head to Grand Metropolis. This man is on his way home to his wife and kids after a long day of working, and inexplicably gets his car window smashed and firebombed. One of the boys crowbars a fellow cyclist because YOLO. Get off my fucking road. Ronald McDonald busts through the drive-thru window and shatters his McRibs. The Hamburglar sends his regards. Deuces. The 2 boys chase after a man down Hooker Alley. He notices that they're gaining on him. Clowntown throws down a banana peel, causing the Civic lover to spin out, and insulted for his lack of skills.
You idiot!
Mario Kart is just as toxic as I remember.
Fuck!
What's your profanity?
The kid gets back on his motorized scooter in hopes of catching up. He doesn't. This man performs the scorpion and gets his arms runded over. Crystal Methany, and I sure hope it's not blackface, play a game of chicken. Racism loses and the popo speed down the highway to protect and slaughter. Jesse and James pull up and make it double. The Ronald McDonald Foundation cuts their losses and runs away. But Team Rocket has had enough of beating a dead horse.
I'm coming!
And I came.
A skirmish has broken out between student protesters and riot police.
Student protesters. What the fuck could they have possibly done to justify the riot police? I wouldn't call them the most athletic type of people to start an uprising.
There appear to be some casualties.
You say casualties, I say murderous intent with a deadly weapon. This man is on the run for abducting a child. Wait a minute, what the fuck are you? You look like Emperor Palpatine on a good day.
What the dog doing?
Turns out that the dog population isn't a fan of Jedi genocide and is actively hunting the Sith Lord. This dog gets a full head kiss from a gun for its beliefs. This one too. The police discover the human trafficker and Palpatine shines a light on him. The man decides to shoot out the lights, preventing his pet from experiencing spontaneous gremlin combustion. This doesn't work for very long because the police have enough resources and lighting that they'll be able to start their own rave concert. Herbert the pervert is gunned down and they stop firing in fears of hitting the kid. So this is a middle-aged man with a 401k, a mortgage, and 3 times divorced. The kid moves out of the way and the police continue lighting up the man for existing. Like, bro, he was down and bleeding out. You already got him.
I'll fucking do it again.
The child uses his X-Men powers, causing it to rain pretty shards of glass.
Oh my god, they're so fucking cool, holy shit!
After committing property destruction, he pieces the fuck out.
He's gone.
Donald Trump wakes up and writes out the location of his fellow goblin friend
He's to the west.
to Mr. T. We return back to our main characters as they haul ass after the McCriminals. They ask the boys if they've tried the new range of spicy McNuggets and throws them on the floor as they proceed to explode on impact. Crystal Metheny is unfazed by a wall of fire, makes it through and stops the pursuit because he wasn't McFeeling it. Male pattern boldness says hold my beer, I have some individuals to beat off. They exit the tunnel and arrive at Woodstock 99 where the police are exercising their right to police brutality. The McGoons notice that baldness is catching up to them and uses his magic mushroom. Goon 2 tries taking a shortcut, gets blue shelled in second place, and subsequently set ablaze. Mr. I'm in first place and nothing can hurt me gets a text message reminding him to pay attention to the road, swerves into a motionless hunk of metal, and performs a barrel roll of death. Male pattern boldness pulls out a pipe that isn't used for meth and proceeds to skull bash first place, causing a satisfied thunk. He receives the same text as the other guy, reminding him to pay attention to the road. Notices Wizard Boy and spontaneously detonates before he turned into road paste.
What'd you do? You weird little...
That's okay, you can call him a weird little bastard, it's easy. Listen here, you mouth-breathing rigor mortis reject. Try that shit again and I'll show you that these hands are rated E for everyone.
That kid...
Hey! You there!
We gotta get to the hospital!
Mystery Inc. achieve a 5-star wanted level and the military show up to abduct Scrappy Doo.
There's no escape.
Thank fuck for that. You're doing God's work.
We're here to take you back with us. You know we can't survive outside. We all belong at home.
Bubble Boy says that their vitamin D deficient race of walking corpses can't survive outside and offers Scrappy the illusion of choice. The Apache attack helicopters touch down, and instead of securing the thing that they came here for, the ghouls decide to beeline it to Mystery Incorporated and surround them with a firing squad.
Kiss the ground! Hands on your head!
So it is our first day meeting like this. I feel like kissing on the first date is moving it a little too fast, don't you think? Fuck it, when in Rome, fuck her up, beautiful! Daddy's got a date with that wet crack of yours. So the boys are arrested because probable cause is more of a suggestion. Megamind walks out the helicopter like he just got done fucking our collective mothers. He walks over to Donald Trump and tells the mutant freak that he'll be returning back to the orphanage, or a retirement home. They drag the corpse of Forehead onto their helicopter, and now with their collection of children in the positives, they toodaloo, leaving the uggos behind.
Helicopter, helicopter! Is that really me? In there, looking at me. Lucky me.
The boys are being detained and are awaiting to be deported. To fool the cops into thinking that these aren't the droids that they're looking for, Crystal Metheny disguises himself as a Christian youth pastor. Hey buddy, you replaced one problem with another. Try again. Detective Dick Ryder basically sums up the story so far for the people who weren't paying attention.
She's sure hot.
They're told to fuck off and wait on the timeout bench.
Hello?
This tender moment is sadly interrupted by a man with sponsorship from thebomb.com, brought to you by performance issues. Fumbles the bag in the sponsorship, leading to my favourite felony, aggravated assault. After that fiasco, the uggos are allowed to leave, but not before kidnapping a woman, and calling this man geriatric.
I'm only 25 years old. I'm not even married yet.
Cool. So I'll be up late tonight thinking about where my life went wrong for this man to be younger than me and yet still more successful. Bro, if you're 25, I'm a fetus. Bro is huffing copium and farts. The gang leave the establishment for the plot to progress. Crystal Metheny attempts to seduce a woman and gets rejected.
You can at least tell me your name, you cold bitch!
So I was watching the scene and it reminded me of that one Kanye song, Stronger. Turns out it is that one Kanye song that the creator of this movie shamelessly stole from him, just like how Pete Davidson stole Kim Kardashian from him. Mr. T has a conversation with Einstein's less fortunate and intelligent brother Kevin. He says that the main character is unique because of course he is. He says that he might have become harder, better, faster, stronger thanks to the impact of that semi-truck of a child. Kevin says that he might be a good candidate for the frat house of retirees and suggests feeding them pills as if they were Tic Tacs. Mr. T thinks that Kanye with the combination of pills, power, and a god complex would be difficult to control and manage, lest they unwillingly start World War IV.
Can I leave this in your hands?
I wish you wouldn't. This doesn't bode well for my reputation.
But maybe we weren't meant to meddle with that ultimate power.
If you're concerned, how about a recommendation? Don't!
The power of a god.
Asian Mr. T says that they have to grasp the power by the balls and control it because of reasons.
And if this situation gets out of hand, there needs to be terminated, and without hesitation.
Yes?
Don't have to tell me twice.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, well.
We cut to the boys in community college, studying for their domestic abuse class, and passes with flying colours.
Dismissed!
They leave class and meet up with their hobags, and this girl is upset that her mans is locked up in an insane asylum. Speaking of him, he miraculously escapes without incident because plot and the power of boner.
The boy's gone!
I'm free! Tetsuo, you're here! Everyone's been worried about you. They thought you were dead.
And I am on the inside. Kanye throws a can, killing a colony of sea turtles, and trauma dumps his grueling torture he went through at the psych ward.
It's like they were messing around inside my head.
That's a whole lot of nothing to examine within such a big head.
I don't want to go back there again.
Okay, no worries, I just thought I'd come by and ask, but anyway, have a nice day.
We'll run away.
Where would we go to?
Hey guys, heard you need a place to stay? We have small cardboard boxes reasonably priced, or slightly bigger cardboard boxes furnished with sleeping bags and a crack pipe. I'll take that as a no. The Wang gang are in class studying the art of doing fuck all. Friend 3 notices that someone with a burning desire to run away is actively stealing the underwhelming Honda Civic bike.
Is this okay?
Shut the hell your mouth!
The glorified mobility scooter decides to break down, just like me when I speak to women.
Ah, Jesus Christ!
You raised me!
Oh, scheiße!
We're stopping now! Stopped.
No shit, honey!
The engine can't drop below 5,000 RPMs even when you're changing the gear.
How the fuck did you figure that out? Especially while it was stopped. I would argue that I wouldn't be able to move at all if it's not allowed to go under 5,000 RPM. It's a miracle you were able to get it moving in the first place. The woman redeems a king hit for existing and squirms on the floor like a fish out of water. And Kanye receives a healthy dose of lead to the head. The McCriminals ask for a conversation for the previous night and holds him to the pavement. The leader sees Kanye's bike and curiously wants to test if it's flammable for research purposes. Before he has a chance to become somewhat of a scientist himself, the Conmen clan make an appearance. This dickhead dismounts off a moving vehicle at 60 miles an hour, 1 mile away from his destination, the mime tribe Vamooses, from their active crime scene, and this dumbass decides it's a good idea to go towards Neo from the Matrix. Crystal Metheny helps his friends off the floor. Some time passes and the guy that had a severe concussion moments before 7-hit combos the human bobblehead. Crystal Metheny tells him to stop beating a dead horse, but Kanye says that it hasn't stopped spitting out money.
I could handle it on my own.
Handle it on your own? Bro, you're pinned to the concrete and your girl is seconds away from being sexually assaulted. Eat shit and die. Fuck this guy. Least favorite character. Human Skidmark walks away as his poor little head experiences sharp pains. I'm assuming that a severe concussion is bequeathing him visions of the future, for the fact that we see a ballsack, September 11th, a nude pubescent boy, the miracle of birth, and Super Saiyan Vegeta. This brings him severe pain and me severe joy. He hears voices in his head calling his name. He says, "I'm sorry, you must have the wrong number. I don't know who this is." He drops to his knees and assumes the position and gives birth to his organs. Unfortunately, this was a hallucination, and I offer my services for a free vivisection to make things right. This must be withdrawals. How many marijuanas have you had today? Einstein's less fortunate and intelligent brother Kevin is watching Kanye have a manic episode and tells his goons to go kidnap him from his habitat. They administer him 10 doses of ketamine laced with piss.
Get in my van and I'll give you some candy.
What's with the get-up, huh? You going to a funeral?
Me? Just hanging around.
Head honcho runs after him and gets bitch slapped to the ground, unsuccessfully helping or contributing in any way to save his friend from human trafficking. Later that night, the tripod squad is on date night that lasts all of 10 seconds. The boys witness an act of terrorism on a small business, killing multiple people in an explosion. This escalates into an active shooting where civilians are being mowed down. In other news, I might stick a fork into an outlet and call it a day. Crystal Metheny notices that one girl running away from an active crime scene and dogs the boys. Side note, I was 99% sure I was using that word correctly, but to make sure, I went and binged it. Not only was I right, because of course I am, but I also struck gold. Let me read this definition out to you. When your friend, Callum Smith, not even halfway through and someone's already been maliciously thrown under the bus, decides not to go out with the lads on a night out in order to get fucked from a clapped woman. Thank you, Osama bin Sia, for that insightful and inspiring words of wisdom. Anyway, back to dogging the boys. The woman skedaddles through a back alley and rides a dumbwaiter to the sewage plant. She's found by 2 policemen whose job it is to investigate the duty water, and she opened fires on the stool ghouls, causing them to pinch it off and separate.
Okay, that's far enough. All right, drop it.
Crystal Metheny jumps out of the sky like a man wanting to end it and tackles the man into the poop soup. How about next time you close your fucking mouth? To prevent the boy from becoming a shit stain, the woman unloads a shot into this man's face. How the turns table. The two fecal fondlers flee an active crime scene, like they didn't leave a witness that can easily identify them, and we hard edit to a boy being sold into slavery to assemble the new iPhones, or more accurately, having the iPhones assemble him. Kanye wakes up sweatier than my swamp ass. I take that back, I think I might be sweatier, and smashes the light bulb with his mind powers. Interesting, right? Too bad. We are now watching a geriatric meth goblin on a deathbed.
Now, what's the matter? Talk about it.
What are you, my fucking wife? She's a therapist, you know.
The city started to crumble apart, covered by a big shadow, and lots of people died.
Fucking nope. Put that fucker down with a blunt brick. I'm not having any of your cryptic child bullshit. Go back to hell, you demon.
And the three of us, we get to meet Akira again.
What? Akira?
Did you not just hear the hellspawn, or are you deaf?
The city will crumble. So many people, so many will die. You mustn't let that boy go. His power,
Spit it out, you cryptic bitch! We return back to Bonnie and Clyde. The woman is reunited with her sugar daddy, and Crystal Metheny plays it cooler than a cucumber by saying both of them are fucking and not fucking at the same time.
I guess by saying I'm Kay's boyfriend, it's stretching it a bit. Depends on your point of view. But we haven't gotten physical or anything. You understand, don't you?
Are you a spy?
Me? Nah, I'm just a worm.
He's rightfully shoved into a closet, hopefully giving him enough time to think about how much of a creep he is.
You know what time it is? Disco time!
The Mafia talking business, that being Kanye West and his psychological issues. They hear a noise coming from Medbay Vent, and they pluck the imposter out just like a doodle from an anus. To avoid unwanted penetration from a bullet, Crystal Metheny shoves his imposter buddy under the bus by saying that he knows the guy that they are after. We return back to Kanye, still in hospital, for shoving a lit match up his prostate, and still drenched in sweat. He reaches for a glass of mysterious fluids. Sure, it could be water, but you don't know that for sure. He uses the force because he has powers now, and moving his hand slightly to the right was too much effort. He gargles the fluid and just lets the glass go.
No, don't do it. I'm a virgin.
The glass falls on the floor without smashing, which is more unbelievable than superpowers. You're probably thinking, what was the point of this scene? The answer to that is bro just loves gargling fluid. The Mafia Ocean's 11 heists into the facility, presumably to find or kill Kanye before he destroys the world. Kanye lays there clenching his asshole in pain, hoping that he won't release the monster within. Unfortunately, the Flintstone vitamin gummies have got him bricked up and hallucinating. The demons walk up and ask if he wants to play with them, and the answer should always be no. He kindly says get the fuck out, and Mother arrives to tell him that it's her kid's time with the Xbox. She starts excreting human adhesive and lets the dogs out. So that's cum, right? He says that it's milk, but I say it's cope.
Better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum.
Mazel tov! We discover that the demonic woodland cum creatures are afraid of blood, and I use these glasses because I couldn't memorize the script.
It's blood! I'm scared!
Psst. No one tell them what periods are. They disintegrate into the old children and call him a weirdo for bleeding.
Weirdo!
Fuck, kick him while he's down, I guess. This coming from someone who looks like a corpse's ballsack. For free? Bro. The mall cops notice that Kanye is out of his holding cell and proceed to be turned into human paste. Yummy. We return back to Metheny and crew as they search for the karate rodent and 4 disfigured turtles with brain rot.
Kawabunga.
They avoid being spotted by the Feet Clan.
Damn, they spotted us!
Eustace Baggs holds them off by blowing a load and gets fucking rinsed. They split up faster than a desperate housewife after she clears out her wealthy husband's bank account. I don't know, some joke about hands. This is getting out of hand. Hand? We have a 1v1 with a flesh puppet with a gun versus a mobility scooter with a mounted turret. R2-D2 naturally loses and spontaneously combusts, and the blood sacrifice is engulfed in flames beyond recovery. Unfortunately for them, feet come in too. I think I should have phrased that better. It spots the woman in WrestleMania and jumps in front of oncoming traffic. He departs the train at the next stop as a third mystery foot emerges. He arms himself with the power of friendship and death, miraculously avoids hitting a woman, and sends his man to heaven to reunite with his foreskin. Hey, me here. Dumbass forgot to put on the lav mic. While I'm here, I might as well say yes. My jacket is slowly disintegrating. Thanks for asking. Now back to the show. He kidnaps the woman and takes her on a journey to conduct a prostate exam of Robocop's asshole. They hear over the radio that Kanye West has broken out and is wanted for second-degree manslaughter and would only stop his murderous rampage for more subscribers. If only there was something you could do. Kanye West emerges from a night of puff puff pass, winning more grass, zooted out of his fucking mind. The combination of his pent-up rage, munchies, and lack of bipolar pills got him acting up to enforce God's plan upon the minions. He enters the boss arena, spawning the cum goblin. He uses self-destruct to immobilize the Care Bear and births a child from its corpse.
Hey you're a cretin!
Huh?
Fuck you, bitch! Shut the fuck up, bitch! Back the fuck up! I'll knock the fuck out you.
The child tries to murder him in cold blood, and they flee the crime scene like pussies. This does fuck all to Kanye, and he starts his villain arc to become the Sith Lord.
Let me in! Let me in!
Together, let's attack him!
Yes, we should televise our attack. He won't see it coming. Spoilers, it does fuck all to Kanye, and Hank from Breaking Bad arrives to break it up.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'd rather you do meth at this point, you know what I'm saying?
The Annabelle doll basically tells him with great power comes great responsibility, and Kanye says, no thanks, I'm good.
Mind your own business, will ya?
You need to stop being such a cunt.
What?
Kanye says that this godlike being named has been fucking with his head by implanting pictures of hot single MILFs in his area, inside his mind. He says that he must find the bastard, but the Legion of Orphans say that they must kill him before he awakens Satan 2.0. Kanye asks where he is, and before receiving an answer, takes his anger out on disabled children. The two stooges arrive for a quote, rescue.
I'm here for the rescue!
You've only been here for like 15 seconds, and I was talking for like half of that!
But Kanye doesn't need a big strong man to save him from himself.
I won't be needing you to come to the rescue ever again.
He reversed the roles and tells Methany if he ever needs saving, he's happy being the top. Annabelle gets involved in this family drama like a dumbass and tells him to stop. Instead, he asks where Satan 2.0 is. Again, she says, lol, I won't tell you, and Kanye goes, lol, I just read your mind, dipshit.
He flew away.
It was you!
That's me, bitch. I did that. In 1994, the year of our Lord Jesus Brown.
Hank orders his man to find and capture Kanye before he mighty morphs with Satan 2.0. Saul Goodman arrives to suggest that Hank be sacked and imprisoned, and as a compromise suggests that the man receive a belly button piercing from a gun.
Shoot him!
No, wait, hold on. No.
He walks off, and that's the end of that confrontation.
Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick. Oh shit.
Kanye arrives at the bar and asks Vin Diesel for omega-3 fish oil capsules. He agrees to give the kid that just escaped rehab and coked out of his mind more drugs. Vin Diesel says that'll cost him a pretty penny, and we fade to black. Surely it was a smooth transaction that didn't result in his murder.
What the hell happened?
That could have been anything and easily explainable. See, he's fine. He's just had a little bit too much to drink. He's fine. He'll walk it off.
He's dead! What?
Okay, well, you say death and I say extended and permanent sleep. Let's just say agree to disagree. Kanye sits on his throne of pre-loved furniture, looking like a cracked out golem, and offers the boys drugs as if he was Oprah.
You look like a damn crackhead!
It's so cold, I look like a fucking asshole in front of everybody here. And I'm missing my shoes.
Are you Tetsuo? Or someone else?
Huh?
He asks Tweedledee and Tweedledum where the slow-ass Honda Civic mobility bike is, and instead of waiting for an answer, calls it a piece of shit. True, and presumably kills them off camera so the movie can maintain its mature rating. Many hours later, men with guns are escorting a corpse to the meat factory. Unnamed friend 3 is watching them clean his crime scene from a distance. He hears a noise behind him, and conveniently, it's the only person he can law dump to. Normally this coinky-dink would be 1 in a million, but for the sake of progressing the story, chances drop to 1 in 1. He tells Crystal Metheny that Kanye was acting like another person and killed Vin Diesel and their friend that I shall now name Steve. It only took him dying for me to finally give him a name. Unnamed friend 3 also mentions that Kanye was after the Honda Civic mobility scooter, so to solve this problem he drives friend 3's bike into a brick wall, killing him instantly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this accomplished nothing. Turns out he survived because fuck you don't ask questions, and wanted to blow up someone else's property because YOLO. Before he explains his thought process as to why he drove it into a fucking wall, the woman screams because she spotted a meth goblin attempting to abduct her. She says fuck it can't be that bad being a goblin's captive, and follows him to a second location. Cut to a successful barrel roll, Kanye emerges from the flames, and the guy in the tank refuses to punt this kid with a shell. He robs a store for an article of clothing because the drip needs to be on point if you plan on taking over the world. Army guy disagrees with Kanye's fashion choice and says fuck it, hold my beer. Obviously, this does fuck all to the kid that emerged from a downed helicopter engulfed in flames. The citizens of the city say fuck it, he must be God, and God kindly shows his omnipotent power by blowing the tank up and injuring his worshippers. Kanye and his goon of worshippers conduct a parade down the highway towards certain death. So logically it results in the bridge collapsing like a prolapsed asshole, killing everyone. Kanye rolls up to a heavily guarded facility that is housing walks through the front door and down to the basement without a clearance pass, like he owns the place. He's jump scared by a woman, she tells him that his powers are whack and he's using it wrong. He realizes that those are the words from the middle-aged children and gets skill checked by a pipe. Kanye gets mad and sets the scene for a boss battle. They start fighting with their frickin' laser beams, causing millions of dollars of property damage and civilian casualties. The woman gets ass blasted 6 ways to Sunday, becoming more radioactive than Chernobyl. Kanye finds a testicular prison, pulls an open sesame, revealing that it was separated into several geo crystals. To subdue his power, Crystal Metheny arrives with a railgun and starts calling him a little baby man to piss him off.
I figured you'd be standing here sobbing like a little baby.
Little baby man. Little baby man.
Kanye predictably gets mad, and Crystal Metheny takes the shot, causing Kanye to stumble down a cliff and fumble the uncharged JO crystals. Crystal Metheny takes another shot and misses. He gets some distance and tries again, but Jackass didn't have enough juice in the tank for another shot. But not to worry, bro brought an orbital cannon. It did fuck all except for preventing Kanye from using his favorite masturbatory hand. Crystal Metheny tries caving in Kanye's head, but is interrupted by another gay beam that was blocked by no homo. Kanye takes a quick trip to space to eradicate the gay. He returns to Earth and rebuilds his Taint Tickler 3000. Some time passes and Kanye's girlfriend enters what I can only assume is a heavily guarded and surveilled area to monologue. She discovers Kanye's piss jars and the moaning of a man. She help walks Kanye out as the shards of glass rupture his anus, sits him down and asks about his new robotic limb locator. The penile detector achieves sentience and is on the search for a real man. Oh, and there he is. You big hunk of men, meet you. Mr. T asks what the fuck his problem is. Kanye replies with get me my dick medicine. He doesn't. Instead, Mr. T offers him residence at the hospice. Kanye says that he has no interest in making friends, popping pills, even though that's literally what he asked for, and starts throwing rocks, knocking Mr. T to the ground. Kanye directs his attention to the woman and gets ass blasted by Mr. T's magnum dong. Is that your hand, or are you just happy to see me? The Dick Destroyer 9000 pulsates and gropes Mr. T, absorbing him as it grows a pile of testicular tumors. What the fuck, bro? They may have an odd fetish, but there's no need to kink shame. Crystal Metheny attempts a castration. And what the fuck is that transition? Kanye goes for a ground pound and misses. Crystal Metheny attempts a hand circumcision. This pisses Kanye off, so he blesses the boulders down in Africa. But luckily, his life was saved by a cancer patient.
Son of a...
cunt. Santa and Jolly Ho arrive to investigate the cum jars. Crystal Metheny succeeds a drive-by. 10 points to Gryffindor. Face down, ass up. Amen, brother. Kanye becomes consumed by loose skin and evolves into your mother, complete with testicles. Take the shot, pussy! At this point, killing this would be humane.
I bet your mom wishes she had swallowed you!
The fetus abducts a woman, and Crystal Metheny goes, lol, don't forget about me. Did I mention I would also like balls in my face? I feel like that's gonna be taken out of context. Fuck it, I love balls in the face!
What?
We witness a reverse birth, and the woman is turned into pulp.
Gouty's dying!
Dying? She's dead with a capital D.
Gouty's pain is coming into me!
Ugh. Don't phrase it like that. Crystal Metheny blasts his way out of the pus palace, arguably a little late. Mr. T starts popping caps into the meat mass. Hey buddy, all that's gonna do is give it unwanted genital piercings. If it wants you dead, you would be dead. So as you would assume, it starts absorbing both him and the children. Unfortunately, the JO crystals break at an awkward moment, saving their lives. Jesus? I thought you would have been a bearded Middle Eastern man, not a nude Korean mother of 5. C'est la vie. Mr. T gets teleported out onto a motorway, away from harm and told to fuck off, before Big Boom Boom. Kanye is forced into the light, screaming in pain.
Just look at the flowers.
Crystal Metheny assaults a kid and runs after his boyfriend. The kid says YOLO, assaults no one, and runs after his boyfriend. So, which one of you volunteers tribute? Both. The answer was both. Yada yada, power of friendship. These are the children pre and post cancer. Was also a patient. Crystal Meth and his woman friend will be able to save the day somehow, and we get a childhood flashback.
My name is Tetsuo.
I didn't ask.
The truth is, I just got here myself. My name is... Hi, my name is...
Crystal Metheny wakes up from his drug-induced coma to discover death and destruction. Hey, remember Einstein's less fortunate and intelligent brother Kevin? Yeah, me neither.
If this is correct, it's showing that this is the birth of the universe.
Wait a minute. If I'm out there, then who's in here? I'm magic!
Kevin is killed because who cares, and the world lives the Book of Revelation. Conveniently, our main cast of Crystal Metheny, woman, and sidekick survive God's wrath, and they're gifted the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. The three best friends ride off into the sunset without a care in the world. Everyone dies, Kanye becomes God or some shit, and it just ends. No sequel, no answers, and a fuck you. In conclusion, what is overrated? The story is a mess. Fuck this guy specifically for convincing me that this would awaken my third eye. I dislike all these characters. This jacket is most certainly going in the bin. And finally, I miss the old Kanye.
I miss the old Kanye, straight from the gold Kanye, chop up the soul Kanye, set on his goals Kanye. I hate the new Kanye, the bad mood Kanye, the always rude Kanye.